Prime FoodService Software Advanced Analytics Dashboards. The role-based dashboards in Prime FoodService Software give you a high-level picture of all the relevant information you need to do your job, with the ability to drill down into each data point. While we have built dashboards around industry standards, it is very easy to tailor your dashboards, queries, and reports if you have specific requirements. Here we have a top-level dashboard. Since Prime FoodService is a single system that touches all areas of the business, we're pulling together operational data such as sales and how many lines got picked, as well as financial data in the same view, making it very helpful for the executive management team. First, we see our trend cards, which often deal in sales and margin data while looking at different time periods. We can quickly see what's the cash, what's the receivables, what receivables are overdue, and percent increase or decrease, or dollar amount increase or decrease. Where you see the red and yellow, it is designating warning signs. In this, an example of our accounts receivable that are more than 14 days past due are too high. We can also see customers at risk. We define customers at risk as anyone who has ordered from us in the last 30 days, but not within the last 14. This means that there's a possibility that they're moving on to someone else, so we want to catch that as quickly as possible to take proactive steps to retain their business. In this example, we're week-based, so we can see gross margin week by week, and we're looking at different gross margins. In this case, we see that 24% margin and that our actual sales were 162. From here, I can drill deeper to understand why are the numbers down that week. Was it a particular product line? Was it specific customers? So, on this sidebar here, I'm going to track my products. Here, I'll see the same 162 and I'll see the gross margin percentage. We're tracking two gross margin percentages, the actual based on accounting cost or average cost plus landed cost, as well as our adjusted gross margin, which would be the market cost plus adjusted factors, could be in there as well. It lets me sort it down by the particular product, but if I wanted to look at it by customer, I can see if a particular customer is causing the issue. You can see we're still at 162. If I sort it by adjusted gross margin by customer, highest to lowest, I can see where I'm starting to get into some problems and which are my offending customers who are dropping my margin down. If you want to look at this as a pivot table, customers by product, you can do this as well. If you want to add color to highlight areas of interest, you can do that as well. Remember, we got to this simply by starting out with a graph that gave you a good trending of what's going on. Then we drilled into the detail by customer by product. This graph represents the margin, and this was revenue at the same time, so you can see how they match up. On a daily basis, we want to see anything that has been short-shipped or that had a substitute. We can drill into that data to see all items that were packed yesterday or overnight that either didn't have the full quantity or were stocked out, so we had to do a substitution. If this is a salesperson's dashboard, they can come in and see this first thing in the morning so that they can let their customers know right away about anything that may have changed overnight. Have these notifications automatically go out as a text to the customer. So if at 4 o'clock in the morning, when they get short-shipped or substituted, a text goes out so that they see it first thing in the morning and are aware of what's going on. That's just a small thing that helps you stay on top of mind with your customers. Again, looking at a high-level dashboard, we can see combined information about salespeople to track their sales by month. This graph is showing top 10 customers based on revenue. We can also look at warehouse information to see how many lines were picked day by day to monitor how our warehouse resources are being used. As another example, if we want to look at receivables, we can see that we have 8 million in receivables. I can drill into my receivables data to see my balance. I have who the customer is, when it was due, and again, if I want to look at highest receivables, I can look at the highest amount receivables dollar-wise, or if I want to look at my oldest receivables, I can see the oldest ones out there. I can always get back to my dashboard by clicking on my Home button. Again, these are very configurable, and every role in the company can have their own dashboard, even down to the user level. To learn more about Prime FoodService Software, contact us today.